their attack speed by 20%, and that just makes the Zergling one of the most efficient units in the game. For 25 minerals, you get a nice, it'll be doing 7 damage, it'll have 2 armor, and basically the speed of it just makes it so that it can go anywhere around the map and take out whatever it wants to. An upgraded Zergling of this, like, once you get the adrenal glands or some upgrades on the Zerglings, you can actually take out a Marine with a Zergling without any problem whatsoever. So, just to give you an idea of how powerful these Zerglings are. We've got more Hellions coming down. They've had the blue flame for a while, plus 2 attack. So this is a high upgrade game, plus 1 attack for the air going down for the Zerg. We've got the vehicle plating going down, so he's getting some armor, which is really good for the Thors against Mutalisks. If the Mutalisk has a bouncing glaive attack, which does normally 9 damage, then 3 damage, then 1 damage. But what happens is, when you get the armor, it lowers the attack for each one of those 3 hits. So then instead of 9, 3, and 1, it'd be 8, 2, and then 1/2, because 1/2 is the least amount of damage anything can do in StarCraft 2. So armor upgrades are really good if you're fighting against Mutalisk. Even as a Protoss player or a Zerg player, if you're fighting against Mutalisk, getting the armor upgrade is exponentially better than getting the attack upgrade for most situations. I'm not going to say for every situation, but in general, getting an armor upgrade first will make the Mutalisk a lot easier to kill, and your units will just stay alive what feels like forever. So here we've got SoFtBall. He's got his 3rd base going down. He's using his Thors for defense and missile turrets. He's actually put up 2 missile turrets, it looks like, at each base, or at his two expansions. We've got these infestors going down. So Burrow was researched, and we've got 6 infestors. Oh, excuse me. Now we've got 7 infestors going down, and this is a very interesting play. Usually like I said, most Zerg players want to just go with the Mutalisks and just call it a day at the Mutalisk. Well, these infestors actually give map control just like the Mutalisks do. If you see, he's spreading them out right now. And by spreading them out up here and down here, if he was to see Marines come up through this line right here, or if Marines came up through here, through this line right here, you could see that the infestors could just pop up, fungal growth, and then kill, an entire ball of Marines or Hellions. Because if you look, he's got, a good 14 Hellions here. If you brought those Hellions out, you could use 2 fungal growths and just lock down the entire group of Hellions. You could end up killing all the Hellions without losing a single unit. Also, these infestors are good for harass too. You can go back through the mineral line, just lay a bunch of infested Terrans up here, down here, anywhere, and you can actually just take out the mineral lines in a similar fashion to the Mutalisks. So here come the infestors are popping up, doing a fungal growth. Now this fungal growth, what it does is that, if you notice, the Terran player was going to pull out, but the fungal growth actually made the Terran player pull his Thors back, along with the fact that his entire Expo got taken out by Zergling, Banelings, and Mutalisks. So the fungal growth held off the counterattack while he went in and attacked down here at the same time. Nice play by Sen. SoFtBall did a good job of holding it off, bringing the Thors back when he needed to. As you can see, he has a lot of Thors right now, which, if you've ever played a Zerg versus Terran, seeing this many Thors is scary no matter what. But Sen is going to fight this by getting Neural Parasite. He's hoping to steal a few of the Thors for a little bit of time and just have them wreak chaos on each other. We'll see how that works out. Right now, he does have 6 infestors going down right here. He dropped some infested Terrans, it looks like, and he's just trying to stop this expansion from being built. So we've got the infestors down here. This one they have a lot of energy right now. So and we have Sen taking his 4th and 5th base going on. So the Zerg is macroing up while the Terran's trying to take this gold expansion right here, it looks like, but the rocks aren't gone, so can't really do much. The Hellions are working out of number on the Zerg. Now, Hellions with blue flame and 2 attack upgrades, if you look, they do 28 damage to light, so 2 hits and they're dead. It's interesting because these infested Terrans, yeah, they are light, so the Hellions do extreme damage on the infested Terrans, but the infested Terrans were still able to take out the base, and 2 infestors are alive. So, good job, Sen, doing multiple pronged attacks. It's what you need to do as a Zerg. You cannot fight a Terran army head on, especially one with this many Thors in it. So what he does is he distracts the army and essentially softens it up a little bit while he goes in through the back and takes out the back expansion. Now we see some Mutalist Baneling Zergling coming in, taking out the base while SoFtBall is guarding this, getting all the minerals from the mules. Now if you look, we can look at his resource collection rate, or how many resources he has. His income, if you look right now, is shooting up. He has, 56 harvesters, but he has actually gotten 1,000 more minerals per second than the Zerg player because of the amount of mules that he saved up, which is a very good little tactic you can use. Is if you know you're going to take the gold expansion soon, hold off on your mules if you can, and then use the mules on the gold minerals, because they will bring back 42 per trip instead of just the normal 30. So it's a lot more minerals, a lot more quickly, and you'll be able to mine out this faster, and then you could actually just move it down here and take another expansion weapon. So there's really no harm in mining out the gold minerals very quickly. And here we've got Sen's coming in through the back as the Terran player is moving out. So the Terran player is caught completely off guard. The Mutalists are going to go into the back of the base. We've got the Hellions and the Thors up here at the same time. The Banshee is both still around, 16 kills, and let's see, what's the other one? 22 kills. So these Banshees with their weight in gold. So we count Zerglings, Banelings coming in, trying to take out the Thors. Well, we've still got havoc going on with the Mutalists and the Zerglings. So this base gets attacked by Zerglings and Banelings, almost dies. The Thors are softened up quite a bit. We've got the Banshees still chilling, but the main damage was these Mutalists that were able to take out the entire mineral line of the Terran player. So he had very few harvesters left. If you see 25, and the Zerg player was actually going for Greater Spire and Ultralisk Cavern. Now he did build a lot of production facilities that he didn't actually use. Like we can see the Greater Spire, the Ultralisk Cavern, and the Roach Warren. It's a good idea to do that as a Zerg in general, because then what happens is you can adapt, and if you see, oh my gosh, he's got a whole bunch of Thors coming out, you can just pop some Corruptors and make the Broodlords, and Broodlords do amazingly well against Thors. It's really the one Zerg unit that counters the Thor effectively. I don't want to say counter, but it's very powerful against the Thor, because the Thor does practically no damage to it. So very good play by Sen and SoFtBall. A very good game. It's a pleasure to see another game by Sen. I'm looking forward to see more by SoFtBall. I haven't seen too much from him, so I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. If you like this cast, feel free to subscribe to me. That'd be great. It'd be fantastic. And this is Snowball giving you another Snowcast. I will see you guys later.